Goon Life. Thanks for your visit. Very Revati, Aishwarya, Arpita, Shubha, Fiza, and Bhargavi. Yesterday's session we had question and answer session which was amazing. Many of y'all answered correctly. Excellent feedback and very good responses. Today in this session, we are going to discuss on sustainable. What is this sustainable management? Managing the waste in a useful manner and preserving the resources for next generation is sustainable management. Into useful products so that we conserve the resources for next coming up generation. It's totally based on recycling. And many times we view the videos like dye, bottle management, many more things. What is this? Usually, we'll throw the water bottles after the usage, and that forms a pollutant which never undergo degradation and remains for many years in the environment. Hi Swara, welcome. So nice of you. Thanks for your visit. Very good morning. I already told what is dye management. So dye management is nothing but do it yourself. Any waste, it can be recycled by your own creativity. And this dye concept, you know how much it is beneficial on this sustainable management. Once if you want to recycle the plastic, again we want to spend on processing. Recycling always require the of energy and of if we reuse it, definitely processing charges will be avoided. So do it yourself, do it the things by yourself. Recycling process will always be the best option, that we can recycle the materials without processing and without polluting the nature. And these concepts should be implemented by everyone. In many of my videos, you might be seeing The beverage bottles are reused to grow the hydrophytes. The plastic containers were cut it into two parts and grown for succulents. The oil cans again used to grow leafy veggies. All this under sustainable management. I'm using the plastic containers without undergoing any processing. I not using this plastic for processing purpose, rather than I'm reusing it. So this comes under sustainable management. I'm reusing the plastic containers so that I'm avoiding the wastage of money on processing process. I'm not throwing the plastic to the environment. I'm not polluting the environment. Totally, it is under sustainable management. So let me have few videos on environment. I'm going to share the screen. Before that, let me know whether my voice is audible, clear. Okay, Priyanka, thank you. Let me have videos, 1 or 2 videos, and later I'll continue the session. Okay, Revati, thank you. Let me have a V1 videos and later the session continues. watch the videos related to the environment, right? So, is there any relationship between the recycle and the environment? If we recycle, do you think that? Yes, Revati, correct. The answer is absolutely yes. If we recycle, definitely we can avoid the pollution. As you've gone through 3 videos, one of the video says that resource management is very essential. We have to manage our resource so that we can use it for future tense. Another video says that when we throw the plastic and non-degradable pollutants into the environment, definitely it results in extinct of many animals. And this extinct of many animals is due to accumulation of non-degradable pollutants in the environment. One of the image in the second video where the turtle consuming the plastic poly bag and immediately it will die because of consumption of the plastic. So very simple mistake we'll do, we'll just throw the plastic poly bag outside without thinking any side effects. But due to the high showers, all these plastic bags carried to the oceans along with the rainwater. And this plastic bags, once if it enters inside the ocean, it floats, it moves inside the water and never degrades. And this attains the shape of the jellyfish. And obviously turtles think that these are the jellyfish, so it starts consuming on it. So obviously that is a poly bag. When the turtle consume it, so the turtles become extinct in future. So this is a small mistake human did, just thrown the plastic bag, but they never have any idea that it may destroy some animals and the animals may become extinct in future. We may not see those animals, then definitely we want to see those animals only in the pictures, images, not live. The simple mistake, we just thrown the plastic just like that into the environment. So this is the right management, and this sustainable management definitely recycles the waste into socially useful product so that the processing charges will be avoided and throwing into the environment and making some animals extinct can be avoided, and we can control the pollution of the environment. And moreover, without purchasing, we'll get many containers by the recycle. Even our money will be saved. So it is the right time to adopt sustainable management in our daily life. This is the main intention of this session. Now I'm going to share the screen. Let me discuss about 5 R's under sustainable management. So before sharing the screen, let me know whether Okay, welcome Nandita. One more addition. What do you analyze from this image? Earth compilation leads to industrialization. Not only we are polluting the land, water, we are polluting the air, more due to human activity we are polluting. Due to advanced human activity we are polluting air, water and soil. What you give to the environment, same you get. Grow the plants, you get the food and fresh air. If you don't grow the plants, if you go on damaging the plants, trees, forest, definitely everyone will feel the breathing problem, suffering from bronchitis, asthma, and many more health issues. This is because we damaged the vegetation, so the side effects is to the human beings. So this clearly indicates what you give to the environment, same you get from the environment. So the only option left is remain organic, grow more plants and get good benefits from the environment. As per the demand, definitely industries should be there. Definitely it leads to the pollution. Because of increasing population, demand with the jobs, they have to go from one place to another place. So transportation also results in pollution. Because of over increase of the population and food adulteration made a demand, and because of food adulteration, what is food adulteration? Adding some unwanted things to the food, adding to the milk, to the grains, to the flours, to the complete all food items, even for the honey, adding some undesirable things to the food in order to increase the quantity. The people, the human are not thinking about the quality, only they are thinking about increasing the quantity. So that also having a dangerous effects on our health. The people of ancient time, they used to survive minimum 100 years, more than 100 years. Now what is the lifespan of human beings right now? It is 50, 60, 70, irrespective of caste, religion, the lifespan has decreased. Even now, the people who survive in hilly stations, free from industries, having herbal medicines, organic food, they still having the same lifespan like ancient people. They survive more than 100 years with less so your lifespan. If you live in the nature, if you live in a fresh air, your lifespan will go for 100 years. If you live in the city, if you live in between the industries, if you live in the place where there is no green plant, what the human beings give to the nature, same thing obtained by the nature. Environment is what surrounded to us. Environment has biotic factors and abiotic factors. Biotic factors are plants, animals, microorganisms. Abiotic factors are temperature, light, soil, rock component, pH of the soil. So these continuously interact with each other. That is known as ecosystem. Everything it is depending on ecosystem where we now in this ecosystem it has both producers and consumers. What are producers? All the green plants are called as producers, which produce the food by the process called photosynthesis. By using sunlight, carbon dioxide, water, and undergo photosynthesis in presence of sunlight to release oxygen and to produce food for us in a form called sugars or carbohydrates. This is a miracle phenomenon happens in all green plants, and the green plants, they are such a miracle things know only to give, destroy. We call carbohydrates for consumers. So such producers should be increased in the nature so that we can survive for longer time. So all green plants produce the food by the photosynthesis, hence they are called producers. That is another phenomena. Some non-green plants by saprophytic mode of nutrition, they to prepare the food for consumers. Now what are consumers? Consumers are the organisms which cannot prepare their own food. They depend on producers for the food. They are called consumers. Consumers again divided into primary consumers, secondary consumers, tertiary consumers, very rarely quaternary consumers. Now look at the image clearly. The animals consuming on the producers. Which were those animals? Goat, rabbit, and mice or mouse. These are feeding on the producers, hence they are called herbivores. So all primary consumers are herbivores as they feed on only the producers. Now look at second level of the consumers. Owl, wildcat, jackal. All these are the carnivores. Why they are called carnivores? They depend on primary consumers. Hence they are called carnivores. They comes under secondary consumers. Look at third level. Lion, kite. These comes under tertiary consumers, and these are called higher order of carnivores as they depend on other carnivorous animals. The kite, which feeds on snakes, the snakes which feeds on frog, the frog which feeds on plants. Lion, which feeds on wildcat, the wildcat feeds on rabbit, the rabbit feeds on plants. This is the food chain where the transfer of food from one trophic level to the another trophic level takes place. You can see the goat is consumed by jackal, the jackal is consumed by lion, and even the goat is consumed directly by the lion. This is called food web. The interconnection of the food chain is known as food web. So, producers always produce the food, consumers depend on producers for the food. Consumers are two types, that is herbivorous and carnivorous. Herbivorous, which feeds only on the plants, carnivorous, which feeds on other animals, and this forms the food chain and food web. This is the pyramid of different trophic levels. See the chart, how the energy get transferred from one trophic level to the another trophic level. The produces 100% of the energy, but when the animals like herbivorous animals depends on the producers, only 10% of energy being transferred to the first level. And the secondary consumers, when they feed on the primary consumers, again 10% of the energy is transferred, that is from 10% to 1%. That too only 10%, from 1% to 0.1%. In each and every level, only 10% of energy is get transferred, and this is called 10% law. And rest of the 90%, it is consumed and wasted. And this is completely based on 10% law. Only 10% of the energy is transferred from one trophic level to the another trophic level. And what is the percentage of sunlight in the process called photosynthesis? It is only 1% of sunlight is utilized by the green plants for photosynthesis. Now, the food chain, food web, producers, consumers, food chain, trophic levels, this is a natural phenomena which happens in the nature. Forestation done very fast. As a result, in the same speed, air pollution, water pollution, soil pollution, space pollution, everything is common phenomenon in this present world. Now, it is a demand of Sustainable management. Sustainable management is very, very essential right now in order to solve environmental problems and issues. The saying Vasudeva Kutumbakam. What is this? It is a Sanskrit word. Vasudeva Kutumbakam, in the sense that it should be one kutumba. It should be one family. It has to consider to be one family where the plants, animals, human beings, microorganisms, everyone belong to same family. So, equal importance should be given for forest, wildlife, water, fossil fuels, microorganisms, all plants and animals. So, only if you give equal importance for all the organism, and we have to lead a life as a single family, then the environment problems can be resolved. Because of increase in the population, we know that Ganga river completely polluted. So multi-crore project came in 1985 in order to increase the quality of the water in the river Ganga. Why it has come? Many research say that coliform bacteria has been increased in Ganga river. That is a group of bacteria found in human intestine. That two multi-crore projects came forward. That is Ganga Action Plan 1985 in order to clear the coliform bacteria in the Ganga river. And again, Navami Ganga program came into act in June 2014 to clean Ganga, and the National Mission for Clean in 2016. All this because we the people pollute the environment, and again we spend more amount on the projects to clear it. Why such things happens? So recently we saw the effect of the environment because of lockdown effect. For few months, complete transportation was nullified, and because of that, over rainfall, unseasonal rainfall, so clean environment. If you see the Bangalore was so neat, tidy. Delhi, it was so nice without fog, and everywhere showers. See, think of only just avoiding the transportation for few months, we saw such a beautiful environment, beautiful changes. This is the lesson from COVID-19. So, if you avoid overusage of transportation, release of toxic chemicals from the industries, definitely our environment will be same as 100 years before, 1000 years before. We are seeing the effects because of the human beings. Once the lockdown was cleared, again showers been reduced. Why? Over burning of fossil fuels, increase in the toxic chemicals, gases, definitely. Unseasonal shower stopped. So this is about Ganga project, how the Ganga project has came into existence because of over pollution of the water, increased level of the coliform bacteria in the water, and multi-crore projects came in 1985, 2014. Ganga river to get free from the. Now this is only one example. River Ganga project is only one example that we the people responsible for the Ganga pollution, and again the governments take multi-crore projects in order to clear the pollutants from the Ganga. Think, don't pollute Ganga so that the amount can be used somewhere instead of putting the toxin into the water and removing the toxin from the water. Mere waste of money, right? The people has to think seriously here. Don't pollute the water so that crores of money will be saved and wasting in removing the toxins from the water. Same amount if it is used for other projects like connect and definitely all barren lands, barren water bodies will be filled. So amazing project, very good project, but money is required. We are wasting money somewhere else, but not in demanded place. Immediate solution. North Indian rivers should be connected to the South India. This is immediate solution we require from the government. If water is provided to the South India, definitely we can supply the fruit, veggies, grains to throughout India, and also we can export to other countries. Such labor people are present in South India, but scarcity of water definitely it leads to unemployment in South India and they wander for the jobs. Only one simple solution, connecting North Indian rivers to the South India. This is the only solution to resolve unemployment problem in the villages, and North Indian floods will be reduced and jobs automatically in the villages will be developed. This is one of the sustainable management. And if we go towards 5 R's, what are 5 R's? Refuse, reduce, reuse, repurpose, and recycle. These are the 5 R's everyone should follow in order to maintain sustainable management. What are these 5 R's? Refuse. Say no to the things which may harm the environment. That is, say no to the plastic carry bags. Say no to the poly bags which harm the environment. And use one cotton bag in your hand that will be easily washed and reused. So, first thing we want to do is say no to the things which harm the environment. How to do is everyone say no to the poly bags, plastic. Simple thing follow. Definitely, many animals will survive without becoming extinct. Simple thing. Just say no to the polybags, no to the use and throw plastic. We can save many animals getting from extinct. They survive for many years freely, like a family. And one more R, reduce. This means use less, use in a little quantity. Where we can apply this? Electricity. Switch on the lights, switch on the fans whenever it is essential. And don't waste the electricity just making your home very attractive by glowing all the bulbs, lights in your home. Just use wherever it is necessary. Grow the plants at your terrace. That avoids use of the fans. You know what are the benefits of terrace garden? Terrace garden keeps the terrace cool. It absorbs carbon dioxide and sunlight and it keeps the environment very cool. So that if the we can reduce the resource. One more example, don't waste the food unnecessarily. Cook the food how much required by your family and consume it completely. Don't waste the food because producing the food in the crop plants, it is so expensive. They use fertilizer, water, grains, many labors, and for the drip irrigation, electricity consumption. So much of this been used in order to grow the crops, so very expensive. When you see the taps running with the water, you don't need to think, you just go and off the taps. Without anything, you just go and off the taps. When you find any leakage of the taps in your home, immediately it should be repaired. Correct it. Wastage of water can be avoided here. And when you go for shower in the bathroom, now how much water you want to use it for your bath? It is only one bucket. You can take bath sufficiently. Why you want to take bath with 5 buckets of water? You can avoid 3 to 4 buckets of water in one shower. So, when you go for brush, you can brush your teeth with a mug of water. But when you go near the wash basin, from the starting till the end, the tap will be on. It is wastage of the water. Even though 71% of the earth covered by the water, it is not potable. We cannot use it directly. It is seawater. We have fresh water scarcity. So, it is very essential the usage of electricity, and we have to reduce the wastage of food, and we have to reduce the wasting of the water by three basic reduction. See the miracle: you can conserve the water, you can conserve the electricity, you can conserve the food. Just try it. You can see every family follow this. Every person should follow this. Every kid should follow this. Among the family, only one following and others wasting, it is mere waste project. So everyone in the family, from the child to the older one, should follow this, reduce under sustainable management. The third concept is reuse. Reuse in the sense recycling. But recycling require processing charge and spending of energy. It is not like equal to recycle. Reuse in the sense without the processing, reusing it. I'll give the example. Using the plastic bottles in order to grow the plants. This is reuse. I'm selling the plastic for recycle. I'm reusing it. Broken cups, ceramic cups, use it to grow the plants. Reusing. Jam, pickle bottles that can be used for storing the food grains in the kitchen. That is reusing. So, reuse is better than recycling because reuse again avoids processing charges and consumption of energy. So, reuse is always best than recycle. Next concept is repurpose. If some items, if you feel like it can no more have original use, that can be reused for another purpose. As I said, broken cups. Broken cups cannot be used to have the coffee or tea. It has slight break or damage, and that cup can be used as feeder for the birds, and that cup can be used to grow a small succulents, and that cup can reuse to decorate your garden. So repurpose is also one of cycle in the sense. Now, many waste materials in our home, instead of discarding immediately to the environment, collect plastic, paper, glass material, metal items, and sell it for recycle. You will get the money, and also that materials will be processed and recycled into new items. The paper can easily recycled, plastic can be recycled, glass can be recycled, the metal items can be recycled. But instead of recycling, if you throw that into the environment, definitely that leads to pollution. So, by following these simple 5 hours we can put a beginning step for the sustainable management. Hope everyone will follow. No reply. Why? No one is there? In this session, we discussed about 5 hours and what is the role of implementing 5 hours in order to take a first step in sustainable management. Environmental conservation is the main goal of sustainable management. Everyone should follow this sustainable management in order to conserve the resources and to avoid pollution of the environment. Hope this session was clear to everyone, and if anything to be clarified, you can ask me. Okay, if at all it is cleared, we'll wind up this session. Thank you one and all for visiting and attending this session. Hope the concept is very useful to everyone. This is very required concept to each and every citizen of our country. Only if we conserve the resources, that will be retained for next generation. If we avoid polluting the environment, definitely many multi-crore projects will be avoided, so that that amount can be reused for getting the resources. So hope at least from today onwards, let me start with the simple step. We can say no to the plastic carry bags and also use and throw plastics. Thank you one and all.